Gestation in reproduction, whether it is with an actual baby or with something you wish to give birth to in your life, for men or women, this is not gender specific. Gestation, that period when something new has been created, maybe it's just in the mind or in the heart, and before the impending birth, the gestation period is so important to nurture, and to nurture with health and balance, mental balance, emotional balance, to write things down. Even if you are having a real baby, write things down in this gestation period that are important to you to be able to manifest, even if that is with a real child or just an idea, a business, a book, artwork. Writing things down makes them more palpable, makes them manifest with more flow rather than a trial and error sort of method. Writing things down or drawing things out or speaking things into being, those are all things that happen in the gestation period of this reproductive energy. So remember this: when you want to manifest in your life or when you want to create, you must first develop or gestate the idea. And no idea is too big or too small. Okay, so this works across the board. Right now I am living in the area of my dreams. I live in a house that was exactly what I needed in order to come into this next creative period of my life. I received or my partner and I should say, because it affects both of us, we received all of the tools necessary to develop this next period in our lives. And I even thought that I got a job that would support that, but I had to leave the job because it was not encouraging my creative energy. Well, there were certain people that were not. It could have, but they were not willing to allow my creative energy, which is fine because I don't want to spend 40 hours each week working for a corporation. I want to get back on track with my life now that I'm in the place that I need to be, or desire to be, want to be, and to continue my teaching and my health counseling. All of that is my dharma. And so I quickly went from something that I was kind of required to do in order to be where I am, to being bounced out back into my life's path. But I wrote down what I intended for this next stage in life. My partner and I talked about at length what we required in a home and location of that home. And for me, a lot of that had to do with being in walking proximity of the wilderness, which I am, just a half a mile from the Pacific Crest Trail and multiple paths, trails that I can walk. I'm also in a place that I can safely ride my bike, and I like to cycle for many miles every day, or a few days a week at least. We needed a large backyard for our dog and our 2 cats, and there was no negotiating. I required a garden, a place that I could grow food this time around. And it's been a number of years since I've lived somewhere where I could grow food. So he required a shop for his tools because he's a metal worker, and even though he has a really good job, at least good paying and sustainable for now, he has his own creative endeavors. He is very much a builder and a creator of things made out of metal, and he needed an area to do that. So we have a garage large enough for that. We both have office spaces. We both have all of our needs met within our home environment, but when developing our plan for our next stage in life, we both had certain requirements that we were not going to negotiate on. And when we found the right place, there were synchronicities involved with it, which led us to understand that it was exactly the right place for us. And so, we probably wouldn't have been able to manifest that if we didn't have and discuss our very clear requirements for where we were needing to live. Also for our contentment and happiness, that's an important part of the equation. How are we living our best lives every single day, even though we may not have reached a plateau of high income earning or, finding balance even in our income to expense ratio. We're still waking up every day and living our best lives.